I say what we do is the person comes in and does a song.
Yeah.
And then we swing a crowbar at their head.
The masked assault victim.
Really, you guys should be the ones wearing the masks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Speaking of that, did you hear the story about the guy from
Nantucket?
Oh my God. No. Empire is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The guy from Empire who
I hope this isn't true.
Well, I mean,
it sounds suspicious, and it's like it's so egregious that it's almost like, did this really happen? If it did, it's really sad that it actually happened. You hope it didn't, because he got some kind of.
Well, if it didn't happen, then he's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh, he's actually got scarred. Yeah,
yeah, he went to the hospital and everything.
Was there any witnesses?
No, it was 2:00 in the morning. Actually, I think his friend. Yeah, his his friend was there. Jussie Smollett, I think is how you pronounce his name.
I guess he had gotten some kind of hate. Like white supremacist MAGA.
Yeah, so he's
do people? Sorry, Sam. Do people really put MAGA hats on and just go beat you up? I mean,
well, they weren't wearing MAGA hats; they're wearing ski masks.
Oh, ski masks. They were yelling, "This is MAGA country."
Right. So he's on Empire. He's a gay black guy. He had gotten a couple of letters that were written.
Where? Is L.A. or are they film on location somewhere?
No, they film in Chicago. He's from New York.
So it happened in Chicago?
Yeah, so he flew to Chicago yesterday, or no, 2 nights ago, I guess. And then he went to his hotel or whatever, and then he went out to get food at like 2:00 in the morning. He went to Subway, and then while he was out getting Subway, he says 2 guys in ski masks came up to him, and they were white guys, and they dropped the N-bomb, and they dropped the F-bomb, and they chased him down, and they beat him up. And then they poured a chemical on him that they think is bleach. And then they put a noose around his neck.
Wow.
And then they ran off.
You know, it says here, there was some letter which he had gotten apparently. And it said...
about a week ago, he got letters.
Die black, I guess, fag, it says. Yeah. Our source says the letter was sent 8 days ago. So that... yeah, and then it says in letters, cut out letters, you will die a black fag. It says that and then this happening. He's obviously being targeted.
Right.
So I'll assume this actually happened. Something's not right about this. I don't believe this is random. Somebody maybe is using the whole Make America Great thing again as a diversion.
Right.
It sounds like somebody is targeting him for some reason.
I agree that somebody's targeting him because they also
said... Is it just because he's black and gay? But in Chicago, is that big a deal? Like a gay guy on TV?
They also said, aren't you the guy from Empire? It's like they knew who he was and everything before they grabbed him.
Yeah, they were after him.
And it's not like... he's the only guy who's black and gay, and there's some kind of they use that they shouted that at him, of course, and putting the noose around his neck is like the most
and bleach
disgusting thing. They said an unknown chemical, we think it's bleach, and then after he talked to the police about everything that happened, and then in a follow-up interview with the police, he said that they said this is MAGA country.
Something is not right about this story.
Meaning it's not exactly what it is on the surface.
I don't know. Something is not right about this. So I'll assume it happened. I don't want to say the guy would mail letters to himself. People have done crazy stuff like that.
The FBI said that the letters are real.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's obviously somebody targeting him. But I don't believe it's just about him being gay. Because why would you send the letters 8 days ago? Unless there's that many people that are that obsessed with the show that would send it.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
But why would you send that and then would they insult him for being gay and beat him up?
Right.
And do racial insults? 2 white guys, this is MAGA. There's something, either somebody hired these guys and has a real vendetta against him for other reasons, an ex-lover, an ex-friend, an ex-business partner. Somebody has a vendetta against him and just had 2 guys do this. It doesn't make sense that you would put that much effort into it and then get a friend and then find him at 2 in the morning outside a Subway.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's horrible. But I do think that
something doesn't make sense.
I do think that it was some kind of a targeted attack specifically on him for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know what you would attack this guy for. He seems like a good guy.
Maybe the reason I'm saying I don't know if it's gay is because that letter actually makes me think less that it is.
Meaning that they used it as a diversion.
There's something.
They definitely used the language, right?
Yeah. If you send hate mail and then happen to catch the guy outside at 2 in the morning, hey, aren't you the guy from? Something's not right. I'm just saying something is not right. And the FBI saying the letter is real. Well, yeah, I'm sure the letter is real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was sent by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Something that feels off.
I personally think it's connected and that he was targeted, but I still think it's awful. And I mean, I think.
But why was he targeted? Because if he's about being gay,
who knows?
It's not that it was one guy. 2 guys are going to send that letter in and then catch him out at that hour and not 100% know it's him. Hey, aren't you the guy? That and the letter make me, there's something suspicious about that.
Yeah.
It seems very organized.
It's too organized, which means somebody might be out to get him for whatever reason, want it to seem like it's these racist guys. And again, maybe they are racist homophobes.
They could be.
It could be both.
It just seems too coordinated.
Yeah. I think that he was targeted, I think on some level, even if you're trying to fake it and you use those words and that kind of symbolism that was used here in this beating, like, it's still racist and homophobic.
White guys in Chicago, like, being shocked at seeing a black gay man.
I don't think they were shocked.
But, like, to target somebody who's black and gay in Chicago, like, you can't believe it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's such a common thing in Hollywood, especially. I don't know. Something doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I feel bad for the guy, man.
And what white guys in Chicago are walking around with a noose?
Yeah, I mean, that's why.
Like an odd city to do it in.
And bleach.
Yeah.
That's why I think that they came specifically
Who has
to do that
available and masks?
Yeah. No. They, in my mind, I read like 5 or 6 different articles about this same thing just to try to get as much of the story as I possibly could. And it definitely does not feel like they just ran into this poor guy on the street, recognized him, and did this.
I don't believe something about this.
It seems like they were probably following him.
Something about this is wrong. Yeah.
I think they were probably following him and attacked him. Now, they still could be, homophobic and racist.
Whatever they are, the whole thing.
But I think they wanted, I want to get him.
Something else is something that it feels like something else.
Yeah.
And I don't know what. It's almost too on the nose of what a racist homophobe would do. The letters cut out. Like, it seems too much to just target somebody you don't like because they're gay. Like, if you're a racist and you're homophobic, that's something like it's just an attack. Like, if he just got beat up by 2 guys and they hit him with a rock or a crowbar and you're like, they were in the parking lot and they saw me, that feels right. But the letters, the fact that they had masks, fucking bleach, a rope, like, you have all this stuff with you. You're after this guy.
Yeah.
Being homophobic and racist, it just doesn't seem like the type of thing you would do in the city of Chicago at 2 a.m. and know when he's leaving the hotel.
Unless you're not from Chicago. You just went to Chicago because you're following this guy.
Possible. It just seems like a weird city to walk around like that. Because it's not a fucking, that's a pretty fucking diverse city. It's not like you're doing it in some typically like small white town where you can kind of blend in a little more.
Oh, yeah, no.
It just seems like an odd choice to make. That's all. And they knew if it was him 2 o'clock in the morning, this isn't walking out of the set at 5 p.m. 2 in the morning, randomly going to Subway.
Yeah, they were.
It seems like an
following him or something.
They knew.
I think so. But I do.
Which makes you think they might have been sent by somebody.
Like somebody had a vendetta. Or
yeah. Somebody. I mean, maybe he really was attacked, and maybe he really has no idea what it's about. But it sounds like it's a vendetta. Somebody else is setting it up.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to think he wasn't attacked because he did go to the hospital. He did. He went to the police. Like. There was a photo that was since deleted on Instagram, and everybody.
Why was it deleted?
I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want it up there. But everybody that's close to him is kind of speaking out on this and everything. I think people should. I mean, it's.
We'll see what it is first.
It's just
see what it is first.
Crazy language and symbolism to still be kind of popping up in 2019.
That's kind of what makes me suspicious about it because they had a noose with them. Do you understand? They had one with them.
Because they wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's nothing that feels random about this.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, I don't think that takes away necessarily from the other elements of why this is so bad.
I don't believe the sincerity of the message. It's almost like too on the nose to travel and prepare for that and wait for the guy.
Well, again, maybe people. Maybe seems people, very planned.
Maybe people do. I guess maybe I'm just because I live in New York and it's like, who's that fuck? I guess maybe people do hate gays that much, or maybe he's done something that who the fuck knows that offended them on some religious level.
But there was something about him.
Something's very fishy about this, though.
That was targeted. Let's go to Dan, who's actually in Chicago. What's up, Dan?
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Dan.
Wow, I can't believe I got through, but. I'm just calling. It's like 50 degrees below zero here, but
what happened to global warming, huh?
I know it's not too warm out, but that whole story first the guys were aware, or they were MAGA fans, yet they also watch Empire. So they recognize some side character from Empire.
Right.
That's impossible.
Something is wrong.
Second,
Yeah, that's why there was. Yeah, there's a reason that
Bleach.
Yeah.
There's a reason that he specifically was targeted, because it wouldn't be like MAGA guys are just out with their bleach and their nooses, and they go, "Oh shit, that's the guy from Empire."
It was something
And
like.
it was,
There's another reason. I think there's another reason for the attack, and whoever, either one of them may have been involved, but like they may be legitimately the guys who are looking for him, but it may not be for these reasons. Because again, it almost sounds like someone saying, "Play a racist, write the racist, put fag in the thing, mention that he's black, bring a bleach, bring noose, mention Trump." Like,
yeah, if you could do a MAGA shout out, if you could do a MAGA shout out, it would be huge.
It was minus 15 with the wind chill. It was 2:30 in the morning. I guarantee this whole thing didn't even happen.
I don't know if it happened or not. My first thought was that it didn't happen, only because a few of these things have been proven. It's so on the nose and over the top.
Like
something
Morton
doesn't
Downey
feel
Jr.?
right. Yeah, something didn't feel right. If this guy just got punched by two guys, if he walked out and they just fucking assaulted him and said some horrible shit, I would 100%. There's just so much involved with it that has to unfold.
But do you think he would pour bleach on himself and put a noose around his own neck and then go, "Look what happened to me"?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, he didn't.
No.
I guarantee there was no news. He then walked to Northwestern.
He still had the noose on this.
Yeah, no, there was a news.
Report.
What's that?
I don't think there was a noose. He said there was. I guarantee they didn't find one.
I thought that I thought they said that he still had it on.
Yeah, they said he was still wearing it.
Oh my God!
I don't know. Whatever it is, something.
So set up.
You know what? Maybe it'll turn out this is all the way it is, but something feels off.
My gut, because I was feeling the same thing. Like, this is just a weird story. My gut. I hope that it did happen, just because. I mean, I don't know what's worse, it happening or somebody making up that it happened.
It happening is worse. I think it happening is much worse. Somebody making it up, you're like, yeah, well, people are crazy. It's a lot worse if it actually happened. It's a lot sadder if it actually happened.
It's a lot sadder if it actually happened the way it's played out here.
Yeah.
I think, and that's what, I mean, I think that I don't know, I have my faith in humanity and people not being fucking nuts, I guess, is making me think that it happened, but that it was a targeted attack, not this random.
I don't believe it was random at all. You don't. No one has a bleach and a noose with them and recognizes the guy from Empire. The fact that he was right. Big MAGA fans and Empire.
They don't exist.
There's no crossover. They've got a poll. One person likes both.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous.
It's Kanye.
yeah. There's a Venn diagram, and it's just Kanye's name in between the two circles.
Yeah, something's not right.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. But yeah.
Andy, as for Andy Cohen hosting that wild baby shower, I'm skeptical.
Oh yeah, that's another story.
Well, what do you think is? Would you rather like?
I don't know anything about this guy. The first thing I thought was this didn't happen, but now that there's a bleach and the news and a guy, you hope that an actor wouldn't be crazy enough to do this to himself. And again, I don't know anything about him, so it very well may have been. He may have been truly attacked on his way out the door. Something about the attack doesn't feel genuine. Even if the guys did attack him exactly as he said,
right?
Something about the motive of it doesn't feel right because it's so many things.
That's what I'm
and
questioning.
They would have to fuck him. If they dragged him out of his house, it would be more believable. But the fact that they happened to be there at that hour,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the motive. I think is to me more questionable than did it actually happen. I think there's plenty of evidence that something happened. Something happened. Like there was a chemical that they think is bleach. There was a noose. He did go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah, people were upset that Kevin Hart, because all the celebrities were posting photos of Jesse on their Instagrams and stuff yesterday, and Kevin Hart sent a positive message telling him to stand strong. And people were upset because
sure they were.
Kevin Hart's
made some jokes.
He's a horrible homophobe.
Yeah, he made some jokes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's had this, he's grown as a person and he wishes a gay guy who was assaulted well, and they're mad about. That's why people are just cunts.
Because you can't be a former
you can't have made jokes and go, yeah, I've evolved in my joking and think, all right, fine, happens.
You would think best case scenario is, yeah, he used to make those jokes and he doesn't anymore.
And this woman
you think that's great news, right?
This woman tweeted him, don't you see why the jokes weren't funny now? No, I don't, because the jokes don't inspire gay violence. Fuck it, it's religion.
But
It all comes from your religion. The place you go every Sunday and pray for victims, that's exactly where all the fucking homophobia comes from, stupid.
But he's also not defending the
Beating
jokes.
gay people. He's not defending hurting
But he's
gay
not defending
people.
the jokes either. I mean, if he thought the jokes were funny,
They were funny. It's fine to do the
he'd
jokes.
still be doing them.
The jokes are okay. The jokes don't inspire violence. The violence against gays and the hate against gays all comes from religious texts. That's where all of it is born. It may have existed before the Bible,
Yeah.
but all of it comes from religious text. So if you want to be mad, turn at your pastor and say, why are you spreading this fucking anti-gay garbage? Don't be mad at Kevin Hart for doing stupid jokes.
Yeah.
Stupid jokes don't inspire fucking violence. They've never inspired a war. Religion inspires all that stuff, all the religions. So stop fake blaming comics, stupid people.
Yeah, that's true. But you're also, I mean, the way you phrase it makes it sound like Kevin Hart is going like, no, these are my jokes. And they're not, I mean, he's completely gone away from all of his
No,
jokes.
but I know, but I'm saying that as a person, the jokes don't inspire violence ever. And they don't fucking foster a climate. They are just a reflection of the climate that exists.
Let's go to Mike in Mississippi. What's up, Mike?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Hey, I read a article this morning when I got into work. It was a statement from the Chicago PD. They indicated that all that the MAGA hat and the race of the guys that were that allegedly attacked this guy, this actor. They said that all came from TMZ. They didn't have any evidence of it.
Yeah, they said that all that stuff is what Jussie is saying happened. Because you're right, yeah. In the police reports, that's not there. Just with the actor,
Right. What are the police saying? Did he have the news from the bleach? I'm sure that you
Yes,
had
the police
on
are
it.
saying there was a news,
okay.
there's bleach, and there was an attack, and
This was targeted for some other reason, I think.
they're actually. I mean, people are pissed because a lot of articles are posting investigating what could be a hate crime. And people are pissed because they're like, well, that's exactly what this was, blah, blah, blah. But it's
Well, they'll classify it as that. If that's what it is, they'll classify it.
100% they will. 100%.
Police say, let's see. Chicago detectives reviewed hundreds of hours of footage from the city and private cameras, and they did not gain leads on a possibly racially charged assault and battery involving a star. Police say they made no arrest, but how do you examine all those cameras? You have no leads. Maybe they saw the guys walking and couldn't make anything out of it, but police say two people approached Smollett. Is that how you say his name? Smollett,
I think.
At 2 a.m. as he was walking in the 300 block of East North Lower Walter Street, they got his attention by yelling racial and homophobic slurs. He's black and openly gay. He was hit and an unknown chemical substance poured on him. A rope was wrapped around his neck before the attackers fled the scene. According to the police, a dispatcher asked officers to check on a battery report from a caller in an apartment on the 300 block after 2:30 a.m. A friend of the actor told responding officers that a noose was placed over the friend's neck. Police said he took himself to Northwest Memorial Hospital. He's in good condition. They had secured a video from the area, but had not yet identified any suspect in the attack. How about if there are cameras, and there's always cameras, they need to release surveillance footage of these guys walking because they may have clothes on that people recognize.
But they will.
Yeah. They should do it now. I mean, what they're waiting for.
Yeah, everyone wants to rush to judgment. Just
Why do you? I mean,
Wait till
release
the
the
facts
footage
come
now.
out.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's no need to wait for it. It's if,
I mean, they
we
might.
might not have it or have come through it all yet, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would. They usually don't hold that back for no reason. So,
Right.
yeah, I'm sure that they'll release it if there's something to release.
Sure.
Let's take a break.